Growing up in my neighborhood, a lot of friends and classmates didn't have father figures. Growing up in my neighborhood, mom's always working, like all the time. So kids are at home by themselves. Growing up in my neighborhood, a lot of kids went to school and didn't do well, or they just stopped going.
Most people really think of Raleigh as this thriving, energetic, fast-growing community, but I often say to folks that it's really a tale of two cities. So yes, Raleigh is thriving. Yes, Raleigh is up and coming. It is growing, and it is a beautiful place. However, if you are poor and living in Raleigh, your chances for upward mobility are very low. And so essentially, if you're poor and you live in this area, you stay poor. And we're really trying to address that.
Many of the issues that we see in our schools, in our community, no one organization, no one entity or individual can tackle it all. For students, for children to be successful in school, they have to have a good place to live, get a good night's sleep. They have to come to school well fed. They have to be healthy. And so there's a movement, not just here, but across the country, and looking at how school districts play a role in a whole child, whole community, holistic approach. And that's what the Southeast Raleigh Promise is about, holistically approaching how we can improve the prosperity in the region.
The purpose-built model is a great fit for the Southeast Raleigh community because it really looks at the underlying causes of poverty and develops strategy to address that. So we know that if people have access to high-quality housing and you feel safe and you feel secure in the place that you're sleeping at night, that your outcomes are better. We know that if you have adequate access to health care and wellness facilities and all of the things that make you a healthy person, mind, body, and spirit, then your outcomes are better. And we know that if you have access to high quality education from birth until career, that long term, your outcomes are better. And so that model really fits for the work that we're trying to do here in Southeast Raleigh, not just for those folks who are currently living in poverty or currently low income, but for making our city a richer, healthier, and a better place overall.
There's a really good, I think it's a New Yorker cartoon that talks about a boat, and on one end of the boat there's a hole and the water's seeping in. And on the other end of the boat is a well-to-do gentleman with a monocle saying, well, I hope that your boat's going to be okay. And that's kind of the analogy that we have here with the Southeast Raleigh Promise initiative. This is a part of our community that has some tremendous resources to bring to solve intergenerational poverty. At the same time, there's some challenges there. And if we as a society don't recognize that we're all in this boat together, then nothing's ever going to get solved.
So the vision I have would be to have a community where everyone was accountable for each other. We don't have to worry about the evils of the world when we love each other and we have community together and realize that we're all equal and have the chance to have a good life together.
Just excited about this initiative and where it's going to go. Our youth are the ones that are going to be leading, right? The Maasai warriors in Africa, they have a saying when the men greet each other, they ask the question, and how are the children? And the response is, all the children are well, because they understand it's their responsibility to bring peace and harmony amongst the community and amongst the kids, because they are our future. And I think with what we're doing and with this Promise initiative, one day we'll be able to say all the children are well.